Y'all, I decided to go outside today and shop around for some stuff. So I guess you can call this a shopping vlog. These are actually going to be a combination of 2 different days. One day is actually downtown, it's at Nordstrom, and then the next day is going to be also at the fashion outlets of Chicago in Rosemont. I divided the video into sections where it covers like one brand. So if you see a change of scenery, that just means that I'm still talking about the same brand, but I'm at a different store. What's going on, everybody? I am Staccato Luvets here, and welcome to my channel. Here we talk about luxury fashion, we talk about streetwear, we talk about sneakers, because sometimes you're just scrolling on the internet, you see something you like, and it creates a need. So today I'm going to take you all along at a shopping trip. We're going to Nordstrom today, just to see what's going on, just to look. I don't know if I'm gonna buy something or not. I don't know. Who knows? I'm actually going there for some shoe trees because I don't have any more of those, and I keep buying sneakers and I just keep running out. So it's time to re-up on some shoe trees because my Amazon delivery wouldn't come. Go figure. Okay, y'all, so I decided let's do some voiceover stuff because some of the quality of the audio is not that great, but I'm gonna do this in sections, dividing everything by brand. So let's get started. Okay, first we got Balenciaga, which is, it's gonna be really short, honestly. So I passed by the Balenciaga section, and as you can see, I mean, it's mostly like athletic wear, athleisure kind of stuff, real merchy kind of looking stuff. So nothing really to run home to mom about, you know. I did see some of the sneakers there. I didn't have any footage of it, but I'll just show you like the sneakers that I was seeing. There was a pair of sneakers there. I'm gonna click on this if I remember that correctly. Okay, yeah, it clicks on it. Okay, these things were huge. I saw them in person. They were huge. Mind you, I have some track runners, but these things were huge. I can't. You just have to see them in person yourself to get the full effect, because the pictures on the website give it no justice. These shoes are monstrous. Okay, now we went over to the Thom Browne section of the store, and this was really a treat for me because I've never ever seen Thom Browne stuff in person before. Like, they had this cool puffer jacket. It felt like a light plastic almost. It was really interesting. And of course, Thom Browne has probably some of the most unique suiting and tailoring that I've seen in like mainstream clothing. And this is probably not surprising to people who are really into fashion, but I was surprised that Thom Browne had like athletic wear. I'm like, really? Okay, that's kind of cool. The price point was not approachable, but I mean, it was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. And here I was enamored with this jacket. This is actually a suede jacket. I didn't realize it was suede because it was so lightweight. So that's why you see me digging up in the jacket to confirm that it's suede. But yeah, very, very lightweight, good for like in the springtime, or kind of like the weather that's happening right now as I record this voiceover. But yeah, this is nice, and I couldn't find it on the website. Go figure. Okay, now we're heading over into the Amiri section, and Amiri is one of those brands that it's not ever on my radar, but I was like, you know what, let me check it out. Let's see what's going on. You got this leather jacket that's there for $32.90. It was kind of nice. Has a nice pebbled leather. This shirt was actually not silk. I expected it to be silk for the price. I don't remember the price, but I know it was high. In my opinion, the stuff that's sold in the stores is never good from Amiri, but the runway stuff is superior. Now we got Kenzo here. Okay, so let's talk about this, because this is the creative director Nigo, and another one that I was like, I'm not impressed with this at all. Like, very lackluster. And the section for Kenzo was literally just one rack. Like, this was really disappointing. Okay, now we're going into Burberry. So Burberry had a nice selection at Nordstrom. As you can see, there's some swim trunks there because, you know, it's close to that season. Although, full disclosure, I recorded this part, I want to say in March. And I just now getting it to you all, that's a bit ridiculous. But, you know, it is what it is. There was a nice trench coat there. You know, Daniel Lee, even though it's got really expensive for Daniel Lee's Burberry, I'm a big fan of it. I really am. I think it's done really well. I like his interpretations of things. Like, he knows what he's doing. So now we're gonna switch over to the Burberry outlet at Rosemont, and I don't know if you can tell or not, but this is definitely a Riccardo Tisci piece, and you can also tell usually by the tag. Not always, but a lot of times you can tell by the tag. But yeah, there's a lot of Riccardo Tisci stuff there. Like literally all of those quilted jackets over there, that's Riccardo Tisci. This isn't though. This is Daniel Lee. I think this is Daniel Lee's first season stuff. With the blue check and the rose bucket hat. And then also, I noticed you take an additional 60% off of all the boots. I don't think that applied for the sneakers, but for the boots, yeah. So like I said earlier, there was a lot of stuff from the Riccardo Tisci era here. There was a lot of the t-shirts with horse-free prints or lettering in a variety of different colors. And then here we have some more Daniel Lee era stuff. You can tell by the tag. Also, that embroidery, that is a vintage embroidery that has been used in past designs. And here's these green check pants. Now this is the polyester version of the wool pant that I wanted, and they didn't have the wool pants, of course. So I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna get that. Now this I was actually considering. It's a lightweight green check sweatshirt, but I know I've seen this cheaper somewhere else, so I didn't get that. So here's my shoe that I already have, and if you actually did the 6% off on that, those shoes were about $211, which was a steal. Okay, let's talk briefly about Coach, because I did not film in there because there was nothing worth filming in there, because all of the leather in the men's section was so stiff, so hard. And I have plenty of stuff from Coach, and my leather is not that hard, so there is a difference between mainline and the outlet, unfortunately. Now we're going into Versace, which was probably the best shopping experience out of everything. As you can see, I saw some monogram sunglasses. The selection was just really nice. Had nice jewelry, good pouches, random accoutrement. And here's the sales lady right here. She's gonna explain some things.
If you have any questions. From 500, 20% off, then 1,000, 30% off. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
No sunglasses, perfumes, or robes. Okay. Sorry.
The main things I was gonna get. From a couple seasons ago. I do need some black pants too. No, 1,075. Now, why would you combine nylon? Combine nylon and leather. Nylon.
Oh.
And leather at the same time. That don't make no sense to me.
Put it down.
No. It's a fuzzy boot.
No.
Looks too much like I had like this.
Yeah, put it down.
I had on my silver Odissea sneakers at the time, so I mean, it didn't make any sense to get some more Odysseas.
Get it if you
No, I'm gonna do it.
got that. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, this is Jeans Couture. Kim, that's nice. How much is that? Is that $9.26 or is that $4.26?
Either way, I get it wrong.
She could afford it.
This is different because it has this
Oh
right
wait,
here.
no, it was 9 something, so it's marked down to $7.13.
Because I like this.
Right.
I like this.
Kim, that's
Yes. We have too much similar taste.
nice. Hoodie. This must be the real markdown. Some of the stuff that was on those side racks seemed like it was way more discounted than the stuff that was on like the main displays. Are they silk? Well, that's good.
Yes. Yes.
How much are we talking here?
Yes.
Oh, there's no price, great. Where's the price? There's no price.
Yes. I would
There's no
love that.
price.
I would love that. But more so than love that. Yes. Yes. Don't mean that.
That is nice. That's nice too.
It's
a tweed.
It's so classic.
That is nice. It almost looks like a Chanel
It's
number.
classic.
Yeah.
It's classic.
Oh, wait. How much? $8.85. It was 2000.
It's classic.
That's nice, Gil.
This coat, baby.
That. Now transitioning to Bloomingdale's and a screaming child. But I had to show you all this because I thought this brand didn't exist anymore. Coogee. That's right. You see this correctly. This is Coogee. Like the same from like, Biggie Small sweatshirt, the sweatshirt with the mingled colors. Coogee is still out here making clothing. Who knew? Now, last but not least, let's talk about Alexander McQueen because I saw a few things. I don't have footage of it, but I'm going to tell you about it. So, at the outlet and at Nordstrom, they had this typical silhouette that they've been selling for quite some time that the leather is quite hard. Not going to lie, it's quite stiff. But then they also had this new silhouette that I was not really familiar with. And it's coming up pretty soon. Keep scrolling. Not that one. I didn't see that one. That looks really silly. But this one right here. Okay, so this one is called the Flexion. And I had never heard of this one before at all. So I actually got a chance to see these, feel these, touch these, caress these. And the leather is supple. I was so shocked because Alexander McQueen, and I have some sneakers by Alexander McQueen that are stiff, and these were actually quite nice to feel. I don't know about the actual look of them, but the quality, the way they feels pretty good. They need to start making stuff with this kind of leather. I don't know what calf they got these from, but they need to keep using that particular calf skin or goat skin, whatever it may be, because great job, McQueen. Sean McGear, you're doing a great job. Again, I don't know about the whole look of this, the whole silhouette, but, the quality is there. So, we're going to give cool points for that. Okay, so that concludes my whole shopping vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this because it was so nerve-wracking to actually record in public. I don't know how vloggers do it. I'm going to try to get more comfortable with this. So I hope you guys enjoyed the effort. More of this to come. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like for the algorithm so people can see this video. Give me a comment. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you enjoyed. And don't forget to subscribe. Again, y'all, I am Staccato Louverture, and enjoy this ride out of the city. And I'll see you in the next one.